As 2020 comes to an end, Castanet Kamloops is counting down the top 5 Kamloops news stories of the year. The fourth biggest story of 2020 is the Black Lives Matter movement. Kamloops and other cities in the interior saw peaceful BLM rallies this past summer. They were held in the wake of the May 25th death of George Floyd. The 46-year-old died at the hands of police officers in Minneapolis.
George Floyd!
George Floyd!
Hundreds of people gathered at Riverside Park in Kamloops on June 4th for a Black Lives Matter rally. About 2 hours before the event was scheduled to start, organizers announced on social media that they were canceling the gathering, stating the demonstration didn't align with the effects of the actions, and that they wanted Black, Indigenous, and people of color to directly organize these events. That didn't stop Kamloops and the surrounding area's residents from showing up with their masks and signs. While there were no official organizers, a number of people jumped on stage at the Rotary Bandshell and shared their experiences of what it's like being a person of color in Canada, and specifically in Kamloops.
What's canceled? Until racism is canceled, this is not being canceled!
It was around Thanksgiving, and I was on my way to my girlfriend's house, and she asked me if I can pick up a pumpkin pie off from Safeway parking lot. So I went and I picked up the pumpkin pie, got into my Honda Civic, and I started just driving the next thing in the parking lot. There's where I saw sirens. And I looked, I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm good. All right, let me put on my different voice. I got to make sure hello, and speak very articulate. I can't speak how I normally speak, and just make sure everything's cool. All right, hands are there. Good, no problem. I'm good. I'm like, come on, it's Canada. I'm good. He rolls down the window. I'm trying to figure out what I did. And I just asked him, I asked him, so officer, why'd you pull me over? What's going on? He said, you're missing a bolt. Am I looking on there? I know exactly. There's 3 of them out of 4, and they're really tight. You're missing a bolt. And all right, cool. If someone says that, all right, get a bolt, that's fine. But he says, I just wanted to make sure the car wasn't stolen. That's when everything's off the table. I said, what do you mean stolen? This is a cheap Honda Civic that I got for $2,000. It's not stolen, officer. And he said, yep, that's right. Hey, there you go. He sat there, and I sat there waiting. Then he goes, you're free to go.
After speeches, marchers walked over to the RCMP detachment on Battle Street, where they spent some time chanting and hearing from more speakers. The Kamloops protest was one of many organized across North America. For Castanet Kamloops, I'm Amandalina Laterio.